right, welcome back to the channel, everyone. Hopefully you guys are having a great start to your day, rest of your day, whatever time it may be. And we're closing in on 3 months of ownership with the S650. Now, I wanted to go ahead and make a video on my thoughts and opinions on the car after 3 months. Do I still love the car? Do I not love the car? Why I bought a manual S650 when the 10-speed was an option. Gonna go over all that in this video, man. Now, if you guys do not live in the Texas area, you would know, but we got blasted, absolutely blasted by a hurricane a couple days ago. We're still under recovery. A lot of people don't have power. I don't have power. So if you are feeling, you know, the squeeze, trust me, I'm here with you. Come on, man. I mean, technically, I'm kind of in the wrong right there. Not really, but hey, you know what? Oh no, she was parking. We all good. So if y'all enjoy the content, feel free, drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, turn on those post notifications. I mean, we got kind of like tree branches and everything all over the place, man. We still haven't even cleaned up the streets fully, which is kind of crazy. First world country, third world infrastructure, am I right? Gonna cut through these parking lots. Woo. I will do a walk around the car if you guys are unaware what my car looks like when we get to a little spot. Giving everybody their space. People are not in their right minds right now. Our granny shifted the hell out of that. I do want to go ahead and talk about the things I love about the car and some of the things that I do not like about the car, which honestly, the things that I do not like about the car, I found remedies, which is going to be super, super helpful. Now, what you guys just saw right there, pretty much, I'm driving this car in the normal mode. Now, the reason the car has like a delay when you're trying to shift it, because again, I don't shift that slow. These cars, the S650, the manual S650 Mustang GTs, have a thing called the clutch protection system. So it's trying to go ahead and preserve the life of the clutch the best way possible, which is going to be, you know, limiting your ability to bang gears and obviously, you know, limiting your ability to pretty much rev out this car and power shift at high RPMs. But something that I've noticed, when you go ahead and switch this car into the sport mode, a lot of that goes away. The throttle response is a lot better, the clutch protection is a lot softer, and you're able to bang gears a lot smoother at higher RPMs, which is going to be super, super, super nice. So that's kind of like a love-hate relationship with this car. Now, something that I do like about this car, which I didn't think I was gonna like because I prefer to do it myself, is going to be the active rev match. I love the active rev match in this vehicle. Personally, this is my daily driver, so it is a nice feature to have when you are trying to get around traffic and whatnot. It's nice. And my Shelby GT350 does not have active rev match, but that is going to be fitting, I guess, the vibe of that vehicle. You can even active rev match into first gear. I don't do it normally, but I did it for the video just to show you guys it does actually work. And ooh, the car, you know, pops, backfires. My car doesn't shoot flames because it does have the cat still, but it gives you, you know, that fun factor as if the car had long tube headers, which is something I also do like about this car. It is a very, very fun car to drive. is probably the slowest lane I've been in. And this is Texas. This hurricane got everybody messed up. But overall, it's a solid car. Now, my car is the base model. It's a 301A package. You really wouldn't be able to tell because I do have some seat skin modifications done. But this car does have the climate controlled seats. It obviously has the split screen. And it will kind of have like the leather stitching on the cloth seats as well. But overall, you guys can see that active rev match coming in handy right there, trying to get around traffic. Super nice, man. Super nice feature. Like I said, I didn't like it at first, but I've grown to really, really enjoy it. AC blows cold in this car, really cold. Huh. Those Ford engineers, man, they developed a freezer for an AC unit, man, which is nice because it does help out in the Texas heat. I swear, man, these AC units in these newer, you know, sports cars, Mustangs, Camaros, Corvettes, man, they can cool a house down for real. That's how insane they are, which is nice. But back on track. Overall, just the feel of the vehicle is nice, man. Like I said, this is going to be a base model, not a premium, not a performance pack. So we don't have the strut tower brace, we don't have the tuned suspension or whatnot, but just as a cruiser around the town, this is something that I know for a fact a lot of people will like. And I do believe this is probably one of the best Mustangs, if not the best Mustang right now to buy if you are trying to learn how to drive manual, or if this is going to be your first manual car you're looking to buy that you intend on daily driving. At not one point that I feel, oh man, I should have bought a 10-speed, because I feel like that's going to be like the huge question. You know, why did you not buy a 10-speed Mustang? Because I wanted to have a car that I can daily drive and enjoy, that had all the tech of a newer vehicle. Obviously, it's going to be a Ford, so it's not going to be like, you know, BMW, Mercedes-Benz type of technology and comfort. But as far as just getting around the town and the car doing what it's supposed to be doing, I've had zero regrets with this vehicle. Now, we're gonna go over some things that I do not like. This is specifically gonna be like a base model thing. If you do live in a hot climate, I mean, I'm in Texas, so right now it's 94 degrees outside. If you are gonna be going ahead and buying an S650 Mustang, whether it be a 6-speed manual or a 10-speed, and you are gonna be going ahead and not necessarily beating on it, ironically, as I am talking about cooling, my GoPro overheats. But as I was saying, if you live in a hot climate like Texas, maybe Arizona, and you do intend on using this vehicle the way it was intended to be used, I would recommend going ahead and doing one or two things. Now, if you want to have the complete package, the performance pack is going to be a good option because they do come with the oil cooler as well as the tuned suspension. But if you want it just the base model, you don't really care about the tuned suspension, you don't really care about the wing or any, you know, things like that, you want to build your own vehicle, which I feel you 100%. That's kind of the route that I decided to take. I would recommend going ahead and getting an aftermarket oil cooler, which is what I'm going to be doing, because I've seen my oil temps get up into the high 240s after going ahead and enjoying the car. So keep that in mind so you're not overheating anything. The oil temps are going to get hot, but that's going to be obvious in a hot climate. I'm just going to go ahead and let you guys know now before you are, you know, pricking up your S650. So that's something that, you know, is going to be a deal breaker. The performance pack and oil cooler will go ahead and remedy that issue. But that's something that I've noticed about this car that, again, it's not necessarily something I hate, but it is something that I have to monitor and look at, and an aftermarket modification I'm going to have to do, which I did not think I was going to have to do. But again, it's the nature of the beast. If you're going to be enjoying your car in warmer temperature, you know, you got to invest in cooling modifications. But that's something you want to keep in mind. Daily driving, you're not gonna really run into those issues, but like I said, if you're gonna be enjoying the car, keep that in mind. Now, as far as the functionality, the screens, I know some people don't like the split screens. I haven't had any issues with my screens. I've had very, very minimal people comment about, oh dude, I can't pick up an S650, I don't like the screens. It's one of those things where, see, this is what I'm talking about. People are not in their right minds. Like, this guy is trying to go ahead and inch in. Like, brother, man, it's all blocked off. You can't get in here. Don't even try to get in here. He's probably gonna try to get in here because he's an idiot and hasn't been paying attention. But look at him. That's the one thing about Texas, man. Inconsiderate drivers. It's crazy. It's either inconsiderate or they just do not pay attention. I guess it's the same thing. But something else I'm gonna talk about is overall functionality. I know some people don't like the screens. They can't stand the split screens. Personally, for me, I don't mind the split screens. I've had zero issues with my screens. I know some people have had problems with the navigation kind of bugging out. I've never had those issues. I do like the features, you know, obviously with the navigation. I do like the features, you know, Spotify and whatnot. I like the My Mode selection. If you go to the Mustang My Modes, you can go ahead and adjust like your custom mode. You can adjust the custom theme here. These guys are working hard trying to get this power back. But you guys can see, very, very easy. Couple buttons. Successfully went ahead and switched to the good old Fox body cluster, which is nice, and it goes right back to navigation. So if you're wondering, is functionality good? I'd say it is fantastic, even in a base model vehicle. You still have all your heads-up display on the Fox body cluster as well. That dude needs to get his car looked at. I ain't gonna say it. Woo! I don't know if you guys can hear, but we got some backfires going on right now. I can finally roll my window down. And since the window is down, you can go ahead and turn off the AC. The AC control unit is something you're gonna have to get used to. I personally don't like how you have to use it through the screen. I would have much rather preferred buttons like on the S550s, but it's all good. It is fast, it is easy to use. It's just one of those things where you're just gonna have to get used to it. I've gotten used to it to an extent, but it's just one of those things where I kind of wish the controls were actually controls and not on the screen. But something else that I want to go ahead and mention, if I have not already, is the clutch assist. When you are in stop and go traffic like this, the computer will literally feed the car gas, so you're not gonna stall out. That's exactly why I say this is one of the best Mustangs to buy right now if you're looking for something to daily drive, or your first manual Mustang. It's just gonna be an easy, really 1, 2, 3 experience. Clutch in, lighten the lighten the gas, clutch out, and you're rolling. Hopefully these guys know how to use a stop line or stop sign. This guy obviously doesn't. Guys don't know how to use the stop sign. It's insane, man. Like, you notice how many people don't know how to drive and they don't know the rules of the road when you lose infrastructure and the street lights don't work, because you're supposed to treat it like a stop sign, but so many people will just blast through it, or they'll just go on their own time. It's kind of insane. you got to be real careful, man, driving. Because a lot of people are just not considerate and they don't know what they're supposed to do. Like he's popping a U-turn, this guy goes, now it's my turn, you know? Very simple. But a lot of people, I guess, don't really grasp that concept. It is what it is. Woo! Woo! I don't know if you guys can hear it, man. I love the way this thing pops, even with cats. That active rev match coming in clutch. You guys can see, man, that little light burst, old Tim said 233. Just something you're gonna have to keep in mind. This car does have the hill assist, so if you're not a proficient manual driver, you don't have to worry about that. As far as controllability and stability, not bad whatsoever. I mean, it spins a little bit. I'm on the stock tires, but it's not gonna like kick out uncontrollably. If it starts to kick out, obviously go ahead and lift off the clutch and adjust, but for the most part, very, very, very fun. Old Tim said 242. You gotta let it cool down. You gotta think of driving this car kind of like an old school muscle car that doesn't really have the up-to-date cooling. Do a pull or two, let it cool down, then you can get back on it. You know, because oil temp starting to go back down, but it's just something you guys want to just keep in mind when driving an S650 that does not have the oil cooler, which I know a lot of people are picking up the base models of these cars. That's something that I've noticed a lot, because honestly the base model, it does everything you need it to do. You don't really need a premium model S650, especially if you're a 301A package like I do. Interior, you know, everything's where it needs to be, minus the climate controls. Steering wheel is nice. You got that nice flat bottom. You know what I'm saying? The screens are not obstructing your view. I know a lot of people might think that they do, but they don't. But overall, it's nice. It's just some little things you have to go ahead and adjust for. So if you want to beat on the manual, make sure it's in the sport mode, and overall just watch out for your oil temps. All right, hopefully you guys enjoyed the POV drive, man. I figured I'd start off the review part of this vid with the POV drive. I'm gonna give you guys a walk around of the car. Let me know down in the comment section what you guys think about S650 Mustangs. You guys think they're a W or a complete L? So here is my S650 Mustang. This is the dark matter gray metallic. In the light, it looks like dark matter gray. At night, it looks black. I know a lot of you guys who are thinking about getting the dark matter gray are wondering, is it kind of like a two-tone? Yes. So in light, it looks gray. At night, it looks black. My car is in straight daily driver mode because it is my daily driver. Stock height, stock wheels and tires, which need to be upgraded because as you guys saw from some accelerations, it does spin quite violently. Not uncontrollably, but you know, it goes through first, goes through second. If I was to leave in second and 60, it would spin all through second. As far as the interior goes, you guys know, 301A package. I do have some custom interior leather skeet skins, which are gonna be looking like stock. In my personal opinion, very, very high quality upgrade. Something that you're gonna have to be mindful is getting in and out the car. You know, you don't want to be scuffing this up here, so go ahead and remove some of that. But overall, very, very solid. I like the interior of these cars, man. I really do. And I'm not really an interior person, but I think they did right. As far as a base model car, I mean, with just a seat skin upgrade, I mean, it looks like a premium minus the dual split screens. I have my back seat down just for more cargo space, and so I can hear the exhaust a lot louder when it pops and bangs. It's a lot more audible, so want to hear more of that. Put the seats down. But overall, I do like the way these cars look. All right, so it's so hot, my GoPro continues to overheat, so I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this video up inside the car. I do have on the stock active catback exhaust you get from factory that you can option if you were to get a base model, a premium, or a performance pack. And I also do have on the Steeda H-pipe resonator delete, which is going to give it that nice deep rumble as you guys listen to during the POV drive of the video. Let me know, like I said, down in the comment section what you guys think of the S650 Mustangs. For me personally, I really enjoy the vehicle. 3 months of ownership so far, and I do not regret it one bit. I also do not regret buying the manual. I know a lot of people were asking, well, why'd you buy the manual over the 10-speed? I wanted something that would be fun for me to drive, personal preference, that I could also go ahead and daily drive and not have any issues. So if you guys enjoy, feel free, drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, turn on post notifications. Hopefully I went ahead and persuaded at least a couple of you guys, if you're thinking about picking up an S650, to pull that trigger. And also, if you're thinking about getting a manual versus 10-speed, you can't go wrong. 10-speed if you want to go fast, manual if you just want to go ahead and enjoy the car, have some fun, and manually roll your own gears, because there really isn't anything like it. Except if you're racing against a 10-speed. Then you gotta be going crazy. So yeah, I'm gonna catch you guys in the next one, man. Deuces.